Guys, it's Jen Glow. My daughter is going to do the get to know me tag. She's going to be asking me a few questions, and I'm going to be answering them as honestly as I can.
Okay, so what do you know what your name means?
I think my name means, I wish I had an African name, to be quite honest. Now that I'm older and I realize my roots and I love my African roots, I wish I had an African name. But my name is Jennifer. It's a very universal name, and it means joyful.
Are you named after anyone?
I am not really named after anyone at all. I think actually my mom, she didn't register me. My parents didn't register me themselves. Back in the day, you could just get anybody to go and register you. So I think my uncle registered me. So.
Okay. If you had to change your first name, what would you change it to?
Wow. I would change my first name to Ladina. That's my grandmother's name, who raised me. Well, practically, she raised me from birth till I was about maybe 9 years old. My grandmother was a woman of God. She loved the Lord very much. She was kind. She was caring. She didn't have much, but she would give you everything she had, literally everything she had. She was approachable, easy to love. She was soft-spoken. She was just an absolutely beautiful woman. She passed away over 20-something years ago, and I wish I had her name. But you know, her spirit lives on in me, and that's the most important thing. I have her legacy.
Okay. Who did you look up to growing up?
I looked up to my grandmother, but I also looked up to my mother. My mother was also a very strong, beautiful soul. She was very hardworking, and she was a go-getter. And I looked up to her. I looked up to her for her strength, and I definitely did idolize her. I wanted to be like my mom. She was always happy, no matter how bad situations would get. She was always very happy. And now that I'm older, I realize why my grandmother and my mom, they were so happy, because they had the Lord in their corner. They didn't have much, poor, but they had the Lord in their corner. They believed in God, and they believed that tomorrow would be a better day and that God would provide for them. And so I emulate them today.
Okay. What are your favorite things about yourself?
Wow. Hmm. I like that I'm easy to talk to. People always say that you're easy to talk to. Um, I'm very understanding. I would like to think of myself as a perfectionist, but the closer you get to God, the more you realize that you're not perfect at all. But I am so glad that people can talk to me easily and they feel comfortable around me.
Okay. Which of your parents are you closest to?
Definitely, I'm closest to my mom. My mom, she's a nurturer. My father was just, he's a big headed guy. He has good qualities, I guess, but he spent a lot of time with his friends, you know. My father was a bricklayer. He was out a lot. He came home late, go out early, leave early, and came home late. Um, my mother was definitely easy to talk to, very understanding. I loved her. I really do. I love my dad, but my mother was definitely my favorite parent.
What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? So if you were a boy.
I think if I was a boy, my parents would have probably named me Noah. Um, they love the name. My mom loved the name Noah, really. So I think they would have.
What is your best physical feature?
My best physical features gotta be my butt. I love it. God gave me a really nice butt. I loved it. Losing a little bit of it now because the older you get, the more muscle mass that you lose, unless you keep working at it. And some days I'm just low key. I'm not. I'm an exercise freak, but I need to do a little bit more. I don't need to slow down now. And I find that slowing down causes you to lose a little bit of muscle there, but it's still there. I love it. Don't have to pay to get one. Thank God.
What is your biggest accomplishment?
Wow. My biggest accomplishment is being a mother. Wow. No matter how much schooling you get, you realize that the toughest job and the most meaningful job is being a mother, being a parent. It is absolutely a beautiful thing. We're not taught to be mothers. It comes naturally. We do make mistakes, but bottom line, we love our children. We love our children. And I struggle sometimes just to be the best mom, to say the right thing, to be the right example to my children. I think God will hold us responsible for that. And I love being a mother. I enjoy being a mother. I love my kids when they say mommy, when they tell me they love me, when they buy me Mother's Day gift, and not even gift, when they make me a card, and for my birthday they make me something. It just goes deep into my soul. So no matter what else I've accomplished in life, being a mother is the greatest gift that God has ever given me. Thank you, God, for making me a mother.
Okay. What is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is that I'll die. Pardon me, that I'll die and my kids will still not be 100 self-sufficient. When I was growing up, I always heard my mother and my grandmother too as well. They always say, they're Caribbeans, they always say, I hope God will spare my life until my kids pass the worst. And so I understand. I understood now what they meant. Before I didn't, but now I do understand what they meant by it. When you've got young daughters, teenagers, and even daughters that are in their 20s, like my two oldest girls, I've got three girls, two are in their 20s, one is still a teenager. You want to be healthy, you want to be here for them, you want to see them get married, you want to see your grandchildren, you want to make sure that they have a good job, regardless if they're married. You want to make sure that your daughters have got the tools so that they can be on their own, they're self-sufficient. That's my fear. But I know that God is going to spare my life for me to live to see my kids self-sufficient and doing well on their own.
Mm-hmm. Who is your favorite actor?
My favorite actor used to be Sidney Poitier, because I grew up with Sidney Poitier. I liked him because he was I used to say, wow, he's so elegant, he's so sophisticated, he speaks so well. And I love the roles that he used to play. I love Denzel Washington too as well. So those two are definitely my favorite actors.
What is your favorite childhood memory?
Hmm. My favorite childhood memory is when my mom was going away, going abroad, and she came home with a lot of goodies that night. It was kind of late, but we all woke up. I think she woke us up, and she put me in her lap, and she hugged me, and she kissed me, and she gave me some stuff to eat, yummy, treats. And I was thinking, what's going on? It's late and I'm having treats, and my mom sounds really upbeat and happy. And she sat me in her lap and she said, Jen, she used to call me Jen Jen. She said, Jen, I'm going away. Far away, I'm going to go on a plane, and I will send you toys and nice dresses and everything. But I will also send for you one day to come live with me. And you're happy. You go to school. You tell your friends, and you come home every day, and you're looking for something to come through the mail, and you're just anticipating going on a plane one day to see your mom and to live with her. I think that was I had many childhood memories. My childhood experiences, they were great. Great, great, great. I didn't suffer as a child growing up. I had a lot of love. A lot of people loved me, and a lot of people showed me love, and I was very happy.
What is your favorite color?
My favorite color is green. I don't wear a lot of green, but I used to wear a lot of green. It definitely used to be my favorite color. Now, the older I get, I wear any color as long as the style is nice and it looks good on me. I tend to have more black stuff in my wardrobe than anything else. So I think black definitely dominates green. So, yeah. So it's just a variety of color, but it used to be green.
Okay.
Like a hunter green.
What is your favorite drink?
My favorite drink is sorrel. Ooh la 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 la. Sorrel is a Caribbean drink, and most people drink it around Christmas time. It's a festive drink. You boil it. It's red. It's like a red drink. It looks like a red wine, but you boil it. You make it at home, and you boil it, and you put ginger in it. You can put cloves in it. You can put a little bit of alcohol if you choose to. I generally don't, because I don't really drink alcohol. But a lot of people do put alcohol in there. And it's good for us. I just realized that it's actually a really good drink. It's a nutritious drink. It's good for diabetes. Some people say it cures cancer. It does a lot of stuff. So I really like it.
What is your favorite food?
Oh, wow. I have so many different foods that I like. I am vegetarian. I would almost say I'm vegan. The only thing that I eat is a little piece of fish and salmon the odd time. I don't eat animal products. I don't eat any meat whatsoever. So my favorite food would be, I love ackee. It's a Jamaican dish. I really like it. I like kidney soup. I like red pea soup. And I like lentil. And I like quinoa. I have so many different foods that I love. I can't even choose one. I can't believe it. I'm going to choose red kidney bean soup. I love that. My mom used to make it, and I think I do a really good job of it. So those are a couple of the things that I really like.
And last one, What is your favorite holiday destination?
Wow, Saint Martin. Saint Martin. I lived there for a while and I just love it. I think it is paradise. Thank you, God, for allowing me to have that experience. It was amazing living in St. Martin. The weather is perfect. The beaches are gorgeous. The people are fantastic. The food is delicious. Love St. Martin. It's a beautiful island. I could never have enough of St. Martin. It's my favorite place. Anyways, I think I may have to do a part 2 later on because there are so many things that I would like to tell you all about me. Most people think I'm boring. I'll let you guys be the judge. But there's so much more about me that I want my followers, my viewers to know. So I will definitely do a part 2. Thank you all for listening and please subscribe to me. Love you. Bye-bye. Okay? Bye. Thank you.